Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, it's a gorgeous day and I'm excited because we finally kind of finished up with that roof, which means this area right here, the front of the building, kind of the staple area where there's going to be cool details, is missing something. You can kind of notice how it's just a bunch of Weather Logic. Well, we got 3 more windows to install there. They were late to delivery, so we just didn't put them in when we did windows, and now it's time to finally do that, as well as in between those 2 windows, there's also a walk door. That's the goal today. I want to get into it. I want to get it done because then we're going to move on to this front porch. So let's go. Oh, you buddy? There really just isn't a easier, faster, better way than router in the opening. It's just a mess, but hey, sawdust. I would say it never killed anybody, but I can't be sure about that. I don't know.
You what?
Sawdust?
What about it?
Did it ever kill a man?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I can confidently say it never has. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up. We'll get these openings taped, sealed, and then we'll go into our window prep, which is jam extensions, Sega tape, and then we'll get these installed. Wait, here. Oh, wow, we get a doorway now. All right, let's get this nailed off, cleaned up. This is where I'll have my morning coffee.
Yeah. Open up the window, just looking over your kingdom.
Pretty small kingdom, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
Solar heat gain coefficient. Oh, that's a 0.27, nice, with a visible transmittance of 0.42.
I have no idea what you just said.
If you guys know what that means, go ahead and drop that down below in the comments, because I don't know. All I know is that I did not want double hungs, but they did tell me when I was working with the Anderson sales rep, John, who you guys maybe met earlier when we did the other window install, these have an energy performance package, which is this, it's basically a storm window. And they found that people were putting storm windows on in some areas that have more storm possibilities. And through testing, they have a better, I think it's the U factor, not R value. So it's a little bit different with windows. You don't do R value. And I could be totally wrong exactly on the verbiage, but these are a more energy efficient double hung, because double hungs are typically not nearly as good as a casement, which is what we have on the rest of the building, because of the way they seal. These slide in a track, so you're relying on like brushes to line up with each other. But by having this piece of glass that you'll see, we're supposed to be gaining, basically reducing airflow. That's what we're doing. We'll get our jam extensions on, and then we'll go about our business. So I'm assuming these will go on first, like so. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and get the top in, the sides in, and then we'll finish with the bottom. I'm not gonna put an excessive amount here. I don't want it to ooze out too bad. Okay, just making sure it's not popping through here. I'm only using 1 1/4 inches, so it's kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. Just giving myself a little glue there. I am not in my thing here, my guy.
See that?
I'm just like barely out.
Can you roll it in?
Well, that's what I was hoping.
There you go. That your other side popped out, but.
Well, let's start one at a time.
Take me a little bit.
Figure it out, dude.
Come on.
It's not that deep.
Why?
Greg, hit me at top. Okay. Boom. All right, now that we have the jam extensions on, we're gonna go ahead and tape the IS-20 Fentrum. This is what'll be our air seal since we leave the outside bottom of our window open for drainage. Even though I don't really ever think it's that necessary, but we're gonna still do it. And when we go around these corners, we need to leave ourselves enough material to make it out to the corner. So I just kind of eyeball the distance that the gap is gonna be around the window. And then we do some prayer that it's enough material. Because if it's not enough material, then I gotta cut it and do a little bit extra work, but I'm not gonna measure it. I don't got time for that. I know down there, like if I give myself enough to get there, how much is that gonna leave me here?
I could go give you a measurement.
Maybe before I,
Yeah, give me 1 second.
yeah.
I'm gonna go check.
So I guess we are gonna check. You guys ever seen this pry bar, Martinez? I mean, other people make stuff like this, but these little guys here, these are perfect for pulling out staples. I mean, they're just ideal. I mean, you can pull some nails with them, but they're great for little tiny nails or staples or whatever. All right, we're gonna have a 1/2 inch gap at the top here, so I'm just gonna try to give myself enough of a little material here to make it out a 1/2 inch. Now we got our windows taped, jam extensions on. We'll get them out there, we'll get the caulk on the window. And these windows are different than the rest of my windows. The rest of them were a fully wrapped exterior vinyl one piece, which meant this nail fin was a part of the actual window itself. It was all one piece. These are kind of like an applied strip, which means we have to detail the exterior a little bit different when we seal these up. So we'll get these outside and I'll show you that.
This is 36.
This is 36. That's what's messing me up.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to add a 1/2 inch layer of material here. We got a piece of Weather Logic that we're gonna put in because for some reason, I don't know where the mix-up was, probably on my end, I'll admit. We've got a rough opening that we've already framed in. It's 57 tall and 7/8, and we only want 57 and 3/8. So we're just taking a piece of 1/2 inch Weather Logic and we're gonna bring that up. So if you're looking at this wondering why we have Weather Logic on our windowsill, that would be why. Kyle must have messed up somewhere. And it's fine, no big deal. I'm not mad at all. And honestly, it's kind of that's kind of a nice detail to put the Weather Logic's, you know, windowsill on because it'll never rot out. Well, not never, but it's got a nice barrier. That was a little bit of a challenge right there. Love it. Okay, careful.
Easy, easy. Hold up.
Go ahead. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Can you go high now? Just start lifting it up.
Oh, I see. Not a fan of this.
No, we're gonna do it different next time.
Yep.
I agree. Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah. There. So today, guys, we're using a new product, and this is for sealing windows to walls, and it's called Through the Wall. This is made by Sashco, and yeah, sticks to wet surfaces. We like it. It's kind of the best product to use. Through the Wall, look it up. It's good stuff. In fact, if you want to try a sample kit of all Sashco's awesome products, I do have a link that I can put down below in the description. If I forget, because most likely I will forget to do that, you can always put up a message and I'll send it to you. But Through the Wall, it's good stuff. Oh yeah, that's a nice sealant product right there, Greg. Yeah, we're gonna totally do this different next time.
Yep.
Sometimes it's good to admit that you're dumb. You made bad decisions.
You only had a couple sips of coffee this morning.
Well, my coffee that I just drank is just kicking in, and it is also mixed with some sawdust. Okay, let me get that off.
Get out of here.
You kind of like hold it. I got the window. You hold the tape in
Go
on
ahead.
everything, on both sides. I got the window. Oh man, we definitely teamworked that one. That could have been atrociously bad.
Disastrous.
All right, check my bottom. Make sure.
Okay, I mean, we're pretty...
I can't hear you. What'd you say? Did you know that this energy performance package panel that's on the outside also reduces the STC rating, which is the inside to outside or outside to inside sound transmission? But Greg, this is not just for performance. The panel here is not just for energy performance, but also sound transfer.
Looks good. You can nail it.
Are you listening to me? Let me check it for square. 67. 67, it's square. So if Greg likes it, are we gonna check it for level without a level? Wait a second, I got this. Martinez level, let's go. Well, that is dead nuts center. This one is dead nuts, sorry, it's good. And this one is good. So we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and nail it, okay? Can you lower the top?
Well, I got really nothing to...
Push, there you go. Nice, dude. I like it, man. Hey, wait a second. Is there another glass panel in here?
Yeah.
Touch it. Oh, okay, open that up. Dang. Okay, interesting.
You like that?
I do, it's a dang storm window, man.
One would say it was perfect.
You did a really good job with that cut, man. I just want you to know that.
Thank you. You proud of me yet?
I am. All right, so from the first one to the second one, we learned a couple lessons. One, we need to do a better job of how we're getting it up here. Two, we need to do a better job of caulking it. It looks nice, dude. I just don't like the storm window on it. Like, I'm not a big fan of storm windows, but maybe I take it out and leave it in during the winter months. You know, I hate screens in my windows because they get covered in dirt and dust
You got
during...
3 screens that are at chest level. So, I mean... I don't
Easy to
think-
clean?
Easy to clean.
All right, well,
Pay me $20, I'll clean them every year.
okay, done. It's on record, okay? So $20, you're gonna clean them every year. Easy. Not 20 a piece. That's $20 for all 3. That was what you said.
Yeah, once a year.
Wait a second. It has to be after hours. I'm not gonna pay you also hourly wage to do it, you know? So you can't trick me on that. This was all gapped, WeatherLogic, at 1/8 of an inch. And now it is pretty tight. And you can see this little bubble because the tape has scrunched together and the gap has gone away, Greg.
I noticed that when we were cutting out these windows.
Yeah, I think it's cool because, you know, people are like, you don't have to space that or space your sheathing. It'll just be fine, you know? I don't know about that. I mean, kind of feel like the proof's in the pudding right there. This time, we taped down a couple of these transportation pieces of styrofoam, so hopefully we can set it in the lift and be a little bit more comfortable. That was problem number 1 on the first window install, Greg.
That's a good idea, Kyle.
No, it was your idea.
Oh, really?
Okay, that one fell off.
Uh-oh.
Wow, another great idea by us. I don't know what you're doing there.
Yeah, this one fell off as well.
Watch the door. Can you watch the door?
Yep.
Okay, set her down. All right, currently it's on my foot. You know, next time, I think what we should do is lay a couple 2x in the lift.
What's up?
And then we can just set it right on the 2x. That way we're not transporting something that can fall off very easily. I can't get to my foot pedal. That took a lot of like patience right there to go up without like, holding on to anything. I was like not breathing for a second.
Oh.
Yeah. That did not look ish good, but. Okay, I see a problem. Oh man. This is on the wrong side.
What do you mean?
The flap is going the wrong way. Okay, I got it. Yep, okay. Got a little bit through the wall on my finger, but when you like it, I'm gonna check it for at least square here. 67 again. And 67. Okay, I would say yes, I need to go your way, maybe like a, not even an 8. I mean, it went a little bit better. We still got a little bit of work to do. The styrofoam on the bottom of the window was a bad idea. Oh well. All right, dude, step one, we're better off so far. Okay, we're walking out in the manner that we want it, so we don't have to tip it up later.
Okay.
No stupid styrofoam. Okay, I need to go in the lift first.
Yep.
So why didn't I walk backwards?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Good question.
Let's switch around, I'll walk backwards. Let's walk sideways.
Let's walk together.
Who put this lift so high? Okay, you got balance?
Okay.
You got balance?
Yep.
I'm stepping up in this lift that's way too high for us. Okay. Now,
Got a door?
you got the door?
Yep. Slide it your way.
Okay. Watch that board.
Little. Okay. Yep. There.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. We made it to the top, dude. All right. I got this. Wow.
You know what? You know how hard it is with all this extra on there? I'm just gonna get rid of that.
You're doing really good work, man. Oh my God, that's a gorgeous bead. It's a pretty freaking heavy window.
It is. Use your feet. Use your thigh. Use your thigh. Okay.
Okay, let me set it here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, I just think I just got my knuckle in it. Okay.
Now wait. Okay, you tell me when.
Yeah.
Well done, my friend. You know, in the original design, this was a 2-foot overhang. It was supposed to come over another foot. And we looked at it and was like, man, that's gonna be too close to the window because we could still see the window framing before we got the sheathing on. And man, I'm glad I did that. I'm actually not super stoked about this actually being this close, but I don't know, live and learn. I would have moved this window over another 6 inches or so. Oh, okay, hold that.
Okay.
Let me get one nail and then we'll check her again. The big thing being I want to make sure it didn't go out of square on me. Okay, I like that for plumb. $66, 31, 30 seconds. 66, 31, 30 seconds. Okay, we're still square. This one's pretty good. What I'm doing is that strap that we tore off that was on the inside, it said don't remove till after install. Good as a casement, which is what we have on the rest of the building. Because of the way having this piece of glass that you'll see, we're supposed to be gaining.
So it says do not remove this until installed.
Did you just remove it?
I did.
It is because, look at my level. It might be hard to see, but you see the gap up here? That is because there's a little bit of a bow in this window. So what I need to do is get it tightened back up. That's gonna give me a good reveal here. And since I can't do both, we're just gonna mark that so I know where it's gotta go. I feel like I'm hitting a nail. So this is the performance package. It's basically a storm window. We've got glass, top and bottom, and then a screen. So, you know, screens are nice, double hungs, you can leave them open, not get your bugs. But the main thing being that double hungs aren't as energy efficient as like a casement, and this is gonna bring that energy efficiency up as well as the sound transmission between outside to inside. So, nice little ad on the double hungs Anderson 400 series. All good?
I think so.
All right, man. We still gotta learn how to tilt those in, huh? All right, I'll figure it out. I don't know. I guess I've never tilted a 400 series before. Because this is 2 pieces, there is a joint here. We're gonna use this Sega Fentrum, and what's cool about this is this little bend. Watch this, man. I think this is awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it as well, because I think it makes the job of the installer so much easier. We're gonna take it and we're gonna run it right down the side, and that little, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 3/8, whatever bend out is gonna stick right to the side of the window. And then all we're gonna have to do, we're just gonna make sure it's good and stuck. We're gonna bend it out. And now you can see we're stuck to the window. So when we pull this backing here, we get an excellent seal from the window to the wall. So it's nice because the Fentrum does have that double, has the break in the middle of the tape, which allows you to kind of get it placed without getting, you know, maybe in a spot you don't want. You can kind of take it easy. I'm gonna take this little cut right here, cut a little triangle or an angle in it, wrap it right over the top of the jamb, and now what you've got is a nice seal up against this window, covering that 2-piece flange there. So now we can go ahead and just take this side. It's also easier to pull the tape off the backing, not the other way around. And boom. I mean, it's just never been so easy to tape onto the window, which is kind of a necessity in this application, than with the Fentrum. So notice this is also the gray Fentrum, not the white Fentrum. There is a difference. The IS-20, which is the white, is for inside, and it all has to do with permeability. So yeah, make sure you're not using the wrong one in the wrong place. So that's it. Greg is doing the right side, and then we'll go up and do the top. But I love this. I love this tape for this application specifically. If you're doing aluminum clad windows that have these flanges that are attached, you gotta do it. I just don't think there's an easier or better way to get a proper flashing. Now our trims can go right over that. I never cut tight to the corner because this does stretch pretty good. And then we're just gonna roll this over. So that's a pretty darn good seal there. I always like to run my squeegee right in that corner. That way to make sure that it's not like rounded out. Because when you start putting your trims and stuff, you don't want it to tear. So if it's a loose connection, then you kind of have an opportunity to do that. So I always try to make sure that this is going to be as tight as possible. Is that high, like is that low enough for you, or do you want to go lower?
That's fine.
You sure? Want to go a little bit lower?
That's fine.
Okay, right there.
Oh, I went up a little bit higher.
Oh. One of these days I will. Princess Bride. You know, if this video gets 10,000 likes, Greg, we'll live stream Princess Bride, okay?
We'll get some popcorn, we'll watch together.
I think that would probably get me banned. I don't think I can live stream it. Could we live stream it with the audio in the background and then us watching it but not see what we're watching?
It's just a reaction video.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
All right. You know, we got the windows all done. Let's go ahead and we got a walk door to install now. That was the goal for the day, and I think we're gonna get it, so let's get to it. So these are Anderson patio doors. So I wanted them to match as close to the 400s as possible that we're using on the windows. Typically I would use a metal frame door, but since we are on a foundation, since we have a nice stable, I guess, building frame, like nothing is gonna move here, whereas in a lot of our post frames, we're using a pier system, and we need a little bit more rigidity in that door because it's kind of sitting in between a nothing. This is a way different application. We're on concrete, we're solid, so I don't feel bad about doing a wood frame door. Typically I would stick with a steel frame in a post frame, but this is gonna be a nice door. It's a little bit different, you know, like a barn door or a high performance shop like this. We can get away with it. Holy cow. I usually put like 4 finish nails in the door. and then just hope the trim holds it in place, you know?
Maybe with it being an
Look.
exterior door.
Look at all these screws, dude. I'm still pulling screws out. I mean, I've never installed this exact.
What are these? Hello? Falling
Yeah.
apart.
Oh, this door has seen some. Why is it so dirty?
I've seen some action for sure.
Yeah, it's just fiberglass dust everywhere. Gonna have to take a nice cleaner to it or something. All right, so we got a nice composite sill here, Greg. So it's pretty darn flat, which means 6 1/4. But more importantly, where are we from here? So if this folds up, which we could do that, we can get this all popped into place. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
There we go. Yep, get that all popped in. So that flange is 4 9/16, which makes sense because most doors with drywall interiors, 2x4 doors, are 4 9/16. So now I know where my door is gonna hit my concrete. What I need to do is, where these raised areas are, I wanna put some butyl so that I press down with the butyl. That's gonna give me a good seal at the concrete. 4 9/16 in from the plywood. So I'm just gonna go 4 1/2. It's about 5 3/4 from my concrete. I'm just gonna draw myself a little line. So that's the back of my door-ish. I want to step on this door sill and I want it to be solid. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wanna hit butyl in these guys. Yep, so I think I'm gonna do it at the back, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and hit all these here too.
Sure.
And that'll stop the water from ever getting in. The other thing that it does is the butyl will compress. And so it gives us a little bit of an opportunity that if this threshold is not perfectly level, it'll kind of hopefully fill that void a little bit. You know, we've had that issue before with concrete. It's never perfect. We're gonna go 1 1/4. So 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 2 3/4. So this is basically the center of where I'm going to run some butyl. So we'll stay behind 1 1/2 out, which we're gonna basically go right on this edge. I'm gonna run this up my wall. Now, I don't know that this is like an approved thing. We've kind of done it a few times and had really good luck with it, but I realize this is not standard. So, you know, if you come at me in the comments and say there's a horrible idea, I'll listen to you if you have a good reason. Otherwise, it's just kind of worked pretty well for us. The butyl gets compressed. It's a good seal. And I know we could put like a metal pan down here, but I don't think we really have to in this instance. Gonna run this right on the edge. We'll see how it sets on the butyl as it is, because if by chance, you know, we could always add another layer of butyl if we needed to, if it was really bad, but I don't think it is.
I mean, it could be the butyl.
Oh, well, heck yeah, buddy.
But like for,
No,
there is a hump right here.
I see that right here.
Level.
Well, it'll kind
way.
of, it'll push harder here. So when most people don't walk here, you don't walk onto a doorway here, you walk through the middle. So if somebody steps on the jamb, I don't want it like flexing there. So if it gets down and is super tight, the main thing, which I can't really check with a 4-foot level, is, I mean, see that?
It's the same.
Yeah, I've never, well, very rarely have we ever had a perfectly flat. It just seems like, you know, they do this, they put their level in, they do the best they can, and then we have to deal with it. So we'll set the door in here and it's under a porch. So if we get rain, it's not gonna be a big deal. I mean, what can we do about concrete? Am I gonna grind it all down? No.
You could.
No, I'm not going to. All right, I think we're good. We can glue these off. Come on, man, don't do it. I'm scared. I see what you did there. So you start that on the bottom. That way we're tight down there. I mean, I'm gonna probably come back in with some like fence room right there.
You
or
want to go
something.
tight to the concrete?
Yeah, go close to the concrete. I'm probably gonna put another piece there, so it's okay if it's not perfect. In fact, wait a second. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't even go. We should just stay on the sheathing, but were you trying to get it right on the corner of the stuff? Because you're like,
No, I was trying to get down to this tape here.
I understand that, but like in and out, I mean, like it needs to go out more. I think you. Yeah, this is just gonna have to get kind of cut and.
It's a little bit cold. I don't know.
As they all say, Greg, it's good enough for the girls.
That's what they all say?
Everybody says that. Perfect is not probably in the cards for it, but it turned out fine. Jeez, dude, you're stressing me out, man. I couldn't go any faster. All right. Now I'm gonna set mine down.
Use your boot.
I'm sorry. Let me set a corner down. Okay. Now, hold on. Okay, I'm kind of getting it close. Okay, go ahead and tilt her up. I want to make sure we don't mess with any of that butyl. Okay, we're just checking it, Greg, so we'll have to pull that butyl tape. Okay, we will be able to throw it in like that.
Wow, you got really quiet.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Okay. All right, lean it down. And I'm gonna pull this butyl.
Okay.
And this is, if you're a religious person, this is where you start to pray. And I say that because we want to make sure that it goes in and doesn't have any weird gaps, and it's plumb and level and just altogether good. Otherwise, we have to start doing things to manipulate this door to make it look good and close properly. It's just so much easier if the concrete is perfectly flat. But anyway, all right, Greg, I'm gonna bring it my way.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and start bringing it up. We don't want to set it in this butyl until we know it's right where it's going to be. Greg, actually, hold up. Take it off.
Take it off?
Yep, leave it there. Leave it right there. I am going to get the grapples, and I'll tell you why. Because we don't have like a stopper. That stopper's so far up. When we get this thing in there, if it don't hit right, I want to get it into the hole and then drop it right where it belongs. Do you see what I'm saying? It will take me less time, I think, than the effort to do it otherwise. Okay, so actually we're gonna move it away from the door opening. We're gonna stand it up, and then we'll help bring it straight in.
Sure.
Sound good to you?
Yep.
Okay, take it away. All right, right there.
Okay.
Now go ahead and stand her up.
We pop this track back in again.
Get it in. No, tilt it in. No. We don't want to go. There we go. I need it to go to your left. You're right.
Am I right?
Wait. I'm good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
you know what we forgot?
What?
IS-20. We're stuck into the butyl. We'll have to redo the whole butyl.
Yeah, we'll just do it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
It'll be tough, but we'll get it on.
Yeah.
It's only away 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so hold that there.
Yeah.
Are we all the way in down there? Pretty consistent 5/8, except for this corner might need to come in a little. Yeah, right there.
Well, I was just pushing it in.
Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna set up the laser, okay?
Okay.
And now that we got the door in, we're just gonna go ahead and check it for plumb. And I like the laser just because I don't have to hold a level at the same time. So I start at the bottom. I try to make sure that both of my sides are pretty equal. And then I'm just gonna follow this laser beam. And if we go way up to the top, somebody just moved it. Right about there. Okay, hold that, big guy.
Okay.
Even though I can see it. Now I need to get some shims. So we'll get this locked in and we will get, there's actually screw holes on the outside with plugs. So we'll get this shimmed where we like it and then we'll put the screws in right from the outside. I'm looking at the reveals, trying to make sure that we're not skewed because remember that bottom was not perfectly plumb. Oh, look at this, dude. Look at this. This is great. Look at this. So this threshold, we got this guy right here. This is making sure that the door is not down too far, which means it's not gonna like pinch if it's out of plumb. But notice how the middle of this concrete, our actual sill is sitting tight to the concrete, but over here, we've got a little bit of a gap. And as you come way down here, it develops a little bit of a gap. That's because we had that hump in the middle of this concrete. So what's happening is we've set tight and it's level on the jambs and it's hitting the high spot, but it's not hitting over here. Now, if we didn't have that butyl in here and just put down like a sealant or something, that might not have done as good of a job, but that butyl gives us something solid. Greg, can you step on that threshold?
Where at?
Right in the middle. Greg, step down on this side. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is moving just a little bit. So, the good thing is, well, two things. The butyl's under there. What I can do is put a composite shim underneath these far corners just to be safe so that these don't ever sag down on us. But I'm actually okay because I don't need this wood to touch the concrete. Like I'm off the concrete just a little bit. And I guess that's because a lot of times you're putting this in a house that has maybe a flooring that's gonna get installed. So you're gonna cut this up anyway and put your flooring underneath of it. We're not, we're just gonna have straight concrete. So I'm okay with that. When we trim this out and finish it, I don't need this to touch the ground. I can always fill that up with some big stretch or something, put some backer rod in there.
Whoa.
Yo, it just fell, man.
Yep.
Okay, open it. Okay, go ahead and put it back closed.
That orange thing on the
No, that's
bottom.
good. That orange thing was where it's supposed to be. That was doing its job. I think we're gonna be good, man. I know it seems a little risky, but I'm gonna put this back on its mark. And let's shim this and get a screw in it. I do not like using shims. I don't like them because wherever these shims are, it is impossible to insulate properly. Now, we don't have any support on these shims yet, Greg. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize the door seal was on the face like that. I like that.
Oh,
that is a way better...
No, that's a great idea.
That is interesting. Yeah. I guess I've never seen that before where the door itself. That'll come out in the wash. You know what I'm saying?
As long as
we
it
need to...
settles.
Yeah. Let me check this again. Wow. So whenever doing shims, I mean, most of you guys are probably gonna know this, but if you need to build up the shim, you take them and run them opposite each other. Now it's the same thickness, obviously, right? I always try to, sometimes anyway, I will try to put it so that the first side that I screw, which is usually the hinge side, is 2 shims away. But we got a little bit bigger of an opening here than normal, so I'm actually gonna be going just a little bit bigger than that. So I need to get multiple shims in here, which is gonna be tough because I don't want this much thickness. It kind of sucks, but I'm gonna have to kind of play with the thickness and figure out where I need to break this. I need a little multi-tool, Greg, or a little saw. What I'm doing is just trying to see way back in there how much thickness I need extra. Maybe something like this. This is just a guess. So when I put this back there, yeah, nice and snug. So I'm just gonna try to maintain that laser line right on the inside of that little jam right there. And so as it gets up here, you can see it's a little bit more on the jam. So I need it to get screwed in more like that. So Greg, you can do this one down here.
This one right here.
Second one up, yep. I think you're golden, man. Okay, we'll go to the next one up.
Yep.
So let's see, if I look in there, looks like I need, you know, an additional maybe, I need about double this thickness. So we're just gonna go like so. So the point is, as long as you keep them opposite each other, fat side to skinny side, then you're gonna stay flush. The last thing you wanna do with a door is start shoving shims in like this. What can happen is you'll tweak the door frame and then it won't close as well. Sometimes, especially on a hinge side, if you tweak the door frame in or out, it changes the way the door wants to close. So you try to keep it as flush as possible, and obviously it all starts with your framing. Otherwise, it just makes this whole thing a lot harder. See, we got a little bit of a cup has developed in this board here. So you can see I'm tight, but when you look back here, I've got a little bit of a gap. Go ahead and put that screw in, buddy. And we're just gonna watch this. Wait, actually, we're gonna see what this does. Haha, nice. Did you guys see that? He moved that just ever so slightly in to maintain that laser right going up the edge of that guy there. Now this one has worked its way in, probably through us doing all this work. I need to get us out just a little bit. Where's it at? It's right there.
Right below this.
Yep, this is gonna be a little bit hard. I don't know how we're gonna get this. We're just off of this. You can see the laser line. We're good right here where our screw is basically gonna go. But when we go down to the very, very bottom, you can see that we're just a laser width maybe off. Oh, come on, you're getting it, buddy. You're getting it. Yep. Okay, I'm okay with that, man. We did move it. We're splitting hairs on the laser line. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna shim this one pretty good so that you don't suck it in any. Okay, look pretty good there. All right, that's the hinge side. That's kind of the most important in my eyes. I could set the laser back up, but I really care about it being perfect here because that is what is operating the door. Excuse me. On this side, all I really care about is that the door opens and closes and that my reveal is consistent as possible. And I can see that this middle needs to come in just a little bit. Greg, can you push that middle? Yeah, like something like that, okay? Hold that for a sec, bud. Okay. Okay, let go. Yeah, when he screws that in, that will probably, you can see this one's cupped too, man. Look at that, I can stick this right in the middle because this stupid board is cupped. How's the reveals looking? I mean, it looks great.
I mean, everything looks good out here.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit, well, we haven't done the hinge screw yet, right?
No, we haven't done the hinges.
Okay. So I might need to move this up just a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, my jam is perfect. So, I mean, I have no problem with this. I could just raise this up just a little bit, which if I bring it in, that'll actually help me here, Greg, too.
Yeah.
What kind of a fastener is it?
Looks like an Allen.
What? Huh? I did move in. I actually want to move the bottom out just a hair, but that just gave me such a better reveal, more consistent reveal. I'm still a little bit taller or tighter up here. It's like I would want this side to just come up maybe 1/8 of an inch, or this side to go down 1/8 of an inch. Remember, we kind of had that, but we got this hump pushing us up. This, man, this is like super adjustable. That's really cool. Let me see what happens if I...
How does that work?
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just gonna let it happen, you know? I don't know how they're doing that. The door latches, my reveal is nice. Okay, let's finish up these, let's finish up the rest of these shims, Greg. Dude, I gotta be honest, guys. This isn't, I mean, it's a lot different than what we're normally used to. The fact that there is no door seal on the door jamb, that it's right here on the inside of the, or I guess the outside, but right here on the door itself, it allows the door to close tight versus have to get pushed through a seal. I just feel like this is just a way better way to go. And I don't see, because that's a full perimeter seal, I don't see any daylight in my corners, which is what you typically see when you have two pieces of door seal on the jamb coming together. And maybe that's because we're usually doing a pretty inexpensive door, but Greg, these are pretty nice, man. Door's installed. We're gonna get the outside taped off, cleaned up, and I don't know what time it is. 3:30. I think we got time to hopefully get this hardware on too. Cool, I am very pumped. We got the windows, the doors up on this wall done, and it looks way different now that we have those in instead of just having the weather logic covering the wall where these windows and doors are supposed to be. Greg, it looks nice, man.
Whip through.
Yeah, I've never done this, but.
So where's exterior side gets these guys? These
We're gonna follow the directions. Put a little bit of sealant in there. And hope it doesn't, I mean, never gonna come out. Through the door from Sashco is pretty legit stuff.
Probably put that the right way, huh?
Sure.
Okay, you got them screws?
That's where it goes.
You got the screws?
And this guy goes on the inside. Does that fit?
Yeah.
Now here's the question. Yes, definitely I already figured my answer. This is gonna go right over top. We're gonna leave all that secure hardware in there. Money. Up. What'd you do?
We didn't put the freaking rod in, so it activates it.
I didn't even know there was a rod to put in. I thought, what did the handle connect
You were
to?
reading the instructions.
No, I definitely didn't. Yeah, it just automatically has the rod sitting here. But you know what I'm saying? The handle had a rod sticking out. I just assumed that it was already there.
I would agree.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Nice little rod. It does make sense now. I mean, obviously.
It does.
You might have to pull that other screw, Greg, and I don't know if this is gonna come through. It has to come in from the other side, dude. If there would have been an instruction that said put the rod in, I would have done it. It was not in there. Okay, buddy. Wait, don't do nothing. We're good. We're done, dude.
Work?
Works pretty darn nice. The only thing I don't like is I wish it still had a catch. I wish it had a catch that then
Hold it a little bit tighter.
It just, you know, because I can already see somebody just closing the door. This forces you to actually shut the door.
Yeah.
Why is it like this, guys? I have no idea, but regardless, we got our goal done today. Let's go take a look outside. Let's see if this door closes nice. Look at that. Man, that was the easiest doorknob I've ever installed. And we made our goal. Our goal was to get the door, the 3 windows which wraps up all of our exterior windows. We've got one more exterior door to do, but I'm just pretty pumped because I was tired of looking at this big blue wall. Greg, what do you say? I say 7 out of 10, it improved the face. And it would be a 10 out of 10 when we build the porch.
Yes, I would agree.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.